Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my videos. Cristiano Ronaldo could leave Manchester United this winter. Now, Ronaldo's contract expires next year. There's an option of an additional year. Manchester United re-signed Ronaldo from Juventus last year. So Ronaldo has been in his second spell at Man United. Now, Ronaldo, of course, played in the 3-1 defeat to Aston Villa last Sunday. As you all know, Erik ten Hag was frustrated by Ronaldo at crossing. Ronaldo, of course, got the assist for the Garnacho goal in the 1-0 win against Real Sociedad away from home. Revert back to that game, Ronaldo missed a sitter. He wasted chances in the 1-0 win against West Ham at Old Trafford. Don't forget Ronaldo missed the 1-1 draw with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge a few weeks ago as a punishment for him refusing to come on as a sub in the 2-0 win against Tottenham. Don't forget Ronaldo stormed down the tunnel before full time. But anyway, I'm hearing that Ronaldo could be making a return to Sporting Lisbon. Now, I want to give you some more news regarding Jude Bellingham. So, Jude Bellingham is Manchester United's #1 target. Man United expect him to cost around €150 million. That was stemming from Sky Sports in Germany. Now, Liverpool also want him. Apparently, Liverpool have emerged as the favourites to get him. Jude Bellingham has been at Borussia Dortmund since 2020. Borussia Dortmund got him from Birmingham for an initial fee of $25 million. At the time, Jude Bellingham became the most expensive 17-year-old. Bellingham's under contract with Dortmund until 2025. So that's the news on Jude Bellingham. Now, I want to give you some news on Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So, Sir Jim Ratcliffe has ruled out buying Man United and Liverpool. As you all know, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is Britain's richest man. He is the owner, or should I say, chairman of INEOS. Earlier on this year, there was rumours saying that Sir Jim Ratcliffe was interested in a £4 billion offer to buy Man United. Revert back to a few weeks ago, Sir Jim Ratcliffe came out and said that the Glazers don't want to sell Man United. Because Sir Jim Ratcliffe did admit that he would have bought the club if the club had been up for sale during the summer. And obviously, earlier on this year, there was reports coming out saying that Michael Knighton was interested in buying the club. He's well known for his involvement in Man United and Carlisle. And earlier on this year, Elon Musk joked about buying the club. The Glazers, like I've said so many times, we've got to get them out of the club because they've been a massive problem at the club for a long time. And for a long time, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned the club since 2005. A few weeks ago, though, like updated you, it said that the Glazers had set a price to consider selling the club, and that was $9 billion. Obviously, we've got Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren at Man United. They've obviously been working alongside Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag was the one that recommended them in. We've got Benny McCarthy at the club. John Murtough, we've got him, and Richard Arnold. Earlier on this year, Sir Alex Ferguson came back to Man United in an advisory role. And obviously, Erik ten Hag is the Manchester United manager. Erik ten Hag has been the Man United manager now for quite a few months. You know, he replaced Ralf Rangnick earlier on this year. He's under contract with Man United until 2025. He's Man United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Erik ten Hag, I think he's done pretty well as Man United manager so far. He does need time. You know, this is his first full season as Man United manager. His expectations this season will be to get Man United a top 4 finish. And if he could win a trophy, that'd be even better, because Man United have not won a domestic trophy since 2017. Erik ten Hag, revert back to when he was at Ajax, he did well, because he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, and revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals, and he developed the young players well. And in the past, ten Hag's managed the likes of Utrecht, Bayern Munich's reserves, and Go Ahead Eagles. Since ten Hag became Man United manager, he's brought 6 additions to the squad. He brought Terrell Malacia in, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, Antony, and Martin Dubravka. Man United have spent over 200 million this year. On the other side of things, though, ten Hag has let players go. But despite that, he's still inheriting players from other managerial eras. Man United have let 5 managers go since Ferguson. Obviously, Man United sacked David Moyes after 10 months. He only enjoyed a short managerial tenure at the club. Moyes came Man United manager when obviously Ferguson retired. Ferguson recommended him in. After Moyes, we had Louis van Gaal. He lasted around 2 years, then got sacked. Man United did win the FA Cup under him. Then after that, Man United had Jose Mourinho. We sacked him after like 2.5 years. He did enjoy one good season at Man United because he won 3 trophies in his first season, but he didn't do well in his second season. As you all know, though, Mourinho had disputes with the top players and the board. That played a part in Man United sacking him. After Mourinho, Man United had Solskjaer. You know, we sacked Solskjaer after almost 3 years in charge. He got sacked in November last year. And Man United, of course, had Rangnick for around 5 months, and he left earlier on this year. Rangnick was Man United's interim manager. And obviously now Man United do have Erik ten Hag. Manchester United have not been the same team since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Like I've said, it's going to be hard for anyone to replicate what Ferguson did. Ferguson, greatest manager of all time. You know, when he was Man United manager, he won 30-odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. So reflecting on that, he brought success to the club. But Ferguson didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. Alex Ferguson was the Manchester United manager for around 26 years. He retired almost 10 years ago. The last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013. Next year, players will be leaving the club. Like I said, good chance Ronaldo will be leaving. Rashford's future is in doubt. But he said that Man United want to extend Marcus Rashford's contract by January. Amid PSG interest, Rashford's contract at the club expires next year. Don't forget, revert back to September, Rashford got named Premier League Player of the Month. He did really well. He's enjoying a good season. He just needs to be more clinical in front of goal. Earlier on this season, he was out with injury. I don't know what's happening with De Gea yet. Could he be leaving next year? Well, it said that De Gea will accept a major pay cut to stay at Man United. De Gea's contract at Man United expires at the end of the season. He earns around £375,000 a week. De Gea has enjoyed around 11 and a half years at Man United, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. De Gea's won everything domestically at the football club. Earlier on this year, he won the Players' Player of the Year award. He's made over 500 appearances for Man United. Alex Telles, I'm expecting us to get rid of him permanently because, you know, he enjoyed a difficult time at Man United. Telles is now out on loan with Sevilla. Man United did get Telles from Porto for around 15.4 million. Bailly, he's another one who I'm expecting Man United to get rid of permanently. Bailly was a good centre-half when he was at Man United. He didn't get as many opportunities as he expected, and a lot of United fans expected. For some reason, Lindelof was preferred ahead of Bailly. I don't know why, because Bailly's a far superior centre-half to Lindelof. But yeah, he's on loan at Marseille, and I think United will get rid of him permanently. He's injury-prone as well. Phil Jones, I think he'll be going next year as well. Don't get in the team. Jones has been at United since the Ferguson era. Brandon Williams, I think he'll go as well next year. Don't get in the team. He's injured at the moment. Last season was out on loan with Norwich. Tuan Zebe, I reckon he'll go next year as well. Don't get in the team again. He's injured at the moment. Last season he was out on loan with Villa. He's enjoyed like 3 loan spells with Aston Villa. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think he'll be going next year. I'm hearing that he could be making a return to Crystal Palace. Bissaka can't get in the United team like I've mentioned because Diego Dalot is Man United's first choice right back. Harry Maguire, like I've said, good chance he'll be going next year as well. He's only been starting games recently because obviously Varane's not available through injury. You know, could Man United get rid of Victor Lindelof next year? So there you go. You know, we've seen a lot of players depart Man United this year. You know, we saw Lingard go out on loan to... Lingard go to Forest on free, sorry. Cavani left on a free. Mata left on a free. Pogba, Matic left on frees. Telles and Bailly went out on loan. Yeah, we saw Dean Henderson go out on loan to Forest. Lee Grant left earlier on this year. We saw... James Garner go, saw Andres Pereira go, Ethan Laird went out on loan, Hannibal Mejbri went out on loan, Amad Diallo Traore went out on loan. So they are a lot of the players that have left Man United this year. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless you all again very soon.